Hello and welcome. You're watching a lesson from the Federal Proposal Writing course. This course is built as a structured learning system where each lesson builds on the previous one. If you're watching this lesson on its own, you may find it helpful to follow the full sequence to get the most value. Let's begin. Let's focus on today's topic: why following the RFP line by line can still fail you. Many teams assume that if they respond to every instruction exactly as written, success should follow. When proposals still lose, the outcome feels confusing and unfair. To understand this, we first need to clarify what line-by-line compliance looks like. Teams often structure proposals to mirror the solicitation, answering each requirement directly and in order. From the team's perspective, nothing is missed, and the proposal feels careful and complete. So why does this approach feel right? The RFP feels authoritative, and deviating from it can feel risky. Line-by-line responses feel safe and defensible, especially in environments where mistakes are costly. Safety becomes the priority. But safety and competitiveness are not the same thing. From the evaluator's perspective, proposals are not experienced line by line. Evaluators are comparing proposals within specific sections and criteria, looking for strengths and distinctions. A proposal can be complete and still make its advantages difficult to see, and this leads to a subtle problem. When responses are built strictly line by line, strengths become scattered. Key points are diluted, and the proposal can feel flat, not because it's weak, but because its strengths aren't clearly visible. This is often mistaken for a writing problem when it's actually a structural one. Now, let's look at why this matters. Evaluators can only score what they can clearly see. When strengths aren't visible, scores don't reflect the team's true capability. Rejection feels confusing, even when every requirement was technically addressed. And this brings us to an important boundary. This isn't a problem that can be fixed by answering more carefully or adding more detail. The issue isn't effort, it's structure. How information is organized determines how clearly strengths are understood. So where does that leave us? Following the RFP line by line feels safe, but it doesn't guarantee competitiveness. Understanding how to move beyond line-by-line responses is part of a larger proposal system. This topic is part of a structured learning system on federal proposal writing. You can continue at digitallearningworld.gumroad.com. I'm glad you were here, and I look forward to continuing in the next lesson.